Hey everyone, Trader Rob here, going live for Christmas. Trying to get some stuff done. Started a little bit late. It is midnight, but hey, we do what we gotta do. As you see, I'm still running around doing stuff. But got my little Christmas tree back there. Merry Christmas to everybody. Now it's time to be the caregiver and the adult. Start cleaning. Yes, everybody's got their responsibilities. I know you had a long day, probably a fun day. Hopefully it was a fun day. Hopefully it was a great day for everybody. But we all got to take care of our shit, right? So let's get on it. Make yourself a cup of coffee. Start wiping down the counters. That way they're not all sticky and got bugs on them tomorrow morning. You're wondering why there's still sweet potato pie dried out and left on the counter. You don't want cockroaches. Those are not fun to have. I grew up with them. If I ever saw one in my house, I would freak out. I actually spent a lot of money in bug pest control just to make sure I don't have the German cockroaches. Grew up with that, and you don't want to deal with that again. But you guys are going to join me as get some dishes done. Got to empty the dishwasher. I haven't had any comments yet, but I've had a few views. Still trying to reach out to some people, let them know I'm actually doing this to help you guys out some. Also revamping the social page for anybody that wants to do social media, advertising, stuff like that, or just get better views, traffic, and build their brand a little better. Coming out with a new site and rebuilding an old one. Also, a part of it is going to be a more of a business development center as opposed to just social media management. Actually trying to get away from that. There's not get away from it, but expand from it. The service industry is amazing and is treating me very well. But social media, I've been doing that for so long now that it's not really even my specialty. It's just and a couple of algorithms that I came up with a long time ago that I've been evolving over the past 7-8 years, and really has given me the opportunity to produce results that not many other people have. I mean, if I applied any of my algorithm to actually Trader Rob brand name, it'd probably be a big difference in here. And that's one of the things that I've been working on, is trying to refocus what I want to do, what my goals are. And now that I'm out of retirement, now that I'm actually doing stuff again and I'm active. Sorry about that. I really want to expand the websites I was working on a few years ago. That project, I really want to go back to that. And it's going to take me a while, but I now actually have the infrastructure to do it, which is really cool. Because I'll be able to give people not only the education materials so that they can promote their brands, the enthusiasm in the industry their brand has, but I'll be able to do the same in mine and the products that I create, which is kind of how all of this started in the first place. Was I wanted to actually design terrariums. Little trivia for you guys later on. How did Rob get the idea for the initial platform? Well, I wanted to be able to sell terrariums and build them and design them, and at the time and still the current market just simply won't support what I have in mind. The awareness and enthusiasm just isn't at that scale yet. But I do have some plans on fixing that. And now I actually have the ability to fix that. So that's kind of the secret sauce of my big to-do for 2021 and 2022 is creating these networks of people that allows them to sell their wares, and what they're enthusiastic about, their passions in environment or an ecosystem that only promotes the enthusiasm of that specific niche. And I mean, these things have been around for a good 7 years that I'm aware of, but it really, there's only a handful of places that really allow for, or not allow. There's really only a handful of places that are really advertising and marketing themselves where people even see that they're there. So the mass majority of the market just is blind to them, and they don't even know to search for something like that, because I mean, trying to find an exotic animal marketplace, it's not very easy. First off, because there's a lot of legal issues that reside in specific breeds or species. And a person who has a marketplace has to have the legal funds to lobby against, to make sure that they stay in the right. and compliance experts to make sure that that they stay up and running. Now it's much like the new alcohol industry, and which I think was pretty cool. I mean, and it actually there's a few things that I was coming out with back in 2014 that are actually showing up now. And I believe it's because I was very vocal about trying to get help with them. And I just happened to reach out to the wrong people, and they're like, you know what, I can do this by myself. And they tried to figure out a cheap version, not my version. And some of them worked out, some of them didn't. But when my version comes out, it'll blow theirs away. Just saying. For people that wanted the cheapest prices online, my app's going to be better. For people that wanted to, sorry about that. People that wanted to drop ship and have a smart interface that shows the best supplier for a specific item that you currently have in your dropship list, and determines whether or not actually has a grading scale for the suppliers. So it's not just based off of price, it's based off of reliability, communication, and other variables. Yep, that was stung a little bit, because the guy that came out with it is the one that his inventory system company, inventory management company, they came out with the idea, and it was because I called the owner of the company, didn't realize it was the owner and the top developer at the same time, and said, hey, I got this idea for this really, I want to take drop shipping to the next level. And this was back in 2013. And I have all these great ideas for inventory management, and I need some help with doing the scaling of it, because I don't have 10,000 employees, and I need basically an AI system developed. Now I know that their current inventory management system could be adapted, and so did they. And they said, all right, well, it's going to be about 20 grand. And I guess I should have paid it, because then I would have had the rights to the damn thing. But back in 2013, I didn't exactly have $20,000 to just throw into an idea. But that's okay. Over the past, since then, past over almost 10 years now, probably closer to 11. I don't know. I actually have developed this algorithm for maximizing the usage of content and ads because the amount of budget people have for ads, it's simply because they don't understand how to properly introduce it to a person or a collective, and when to get out, when strength indicators tell them to, hey, looks like Simon the Young just did a short. I guess he's going to be jumping on, probably jump on Groove anytime soon. If he does that, then I will be too. What was I talking about? This is one it'll be nice to have somebody in to just say, hey, you were talking about this. Yeah, well. But yeah, the inventory management system, that would have been really cool. It was basically kind of like the way that my mom developed EDI, but with web crawlers that had very specific cron jobs in identifying attribute similarities and cross reference it, or sort it, not cross reference it, sort it by ID and pricing. That way I got the best pricing, and then the ID would be the same. And if I had a lot of that, then I would just simply select the group, and or at least this is the theory. This is what I was going to do with, or going to be doing. I would select the group, and that group would be then sent. Then I would have the group of similar items but different drop shippers, and I'd then be able to sort by a different reference point, like shipping or reviews. If they are a higher star than others or a lower star than others, be able to sort by that. That way I can actually keep track of them, and who stayed at a lower star I can actually get rid of, because who wants that? But that system will be coming out eventually. Right now, I'm trying to raise money for a much different app. That app is going to be for the hearing impaired people like my grandma. She has a really difficult time with trying to read the caption on TV because she's elderly and she has bad eyes. So she's sitting there trying to read the caption, but 99% of it is too fast, or it is too small, or it's not the right lighting. or something. There's usually something. Or it's just done in a very poor way. There's no actual, the spelling isn't right. The words are completely off, like Google. Yahoo, or not Yahoo, YouTube caption sucks. If anybody from YouTube is actually seeing this, fix your caption system. It does not detect what people are saying. It has a very, very generic phonetic detection. It's like a child coded that. That's what it seems like. I mean, Dragonware blows that away. Let's just put it that way. Your Google, that's Dragonware. Or Dragon Talk. Dragonware is, I think, the company, though. Anyway, up your game, Google. You guys are supposed to be the best. Let's see, what else do I got to do? Go ahead and put away the muffins. I am the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Muffins. Take care of that later. I know the Gams is looking for some coffee, some Java, and some cookies. Because it's coffee cookie time. Coffee cookie time. Coffee cookie time. Coffee cookie time. Coffee cookie. Coffee cookie. Coffee cookie. Coffee cookie. Coffee cookie. Coffee cookie. It's coffee cookie time. Coffee cookie time with the girls. All right. Now, with today being Christmas and all, and it's already passed, let's see if anybody ever actually watches this, just leave in the comments one thing. If you did anything for somebody for the goodwill towards men, for no interest or reward whatsoever, just because something needed to be done or you knew it would make somebody else feel better. No gain for you at all. Didn't even cross your mind for it to produce a gain. You just did it. Put that in the comments. Because that is the way to live your life. That is the way to find reward, my friends. That is the way to find reward. To live that mindset, live that lifestyle. Doesn't matter what sacrifices you make, the rewards come from serving. And it really does. When you see the smile of just a 3-minute act of generosity, like making a person a cup of coffee and throwing a couple of cookies in there and smiling, and seeing the face of an 88-year-old woman go from frown to the happiest moment of her day. Oh, yeah. See? that's all it takes. It's now 12:30. The rest of tonight, that woman's night is made. Just gotta get her in the bathroom here in a little bit to take care of that kind of stuff, but that's normal. But when it comes to having a stressful evening or worrisome, we're all good. Let's get you out of here before it starts getting loud. Actually, kind of want to smoke. So, I'll grab my smoking jacket as soon as I find it. Oh, there it is. Took me a minute to figure out how to put the damn thing on, but hey, it is so comfy. Yes, it's the infamous jacket. It is so soft. Yes. Yeah, let's see, 27 minutes. Got my kitchen clean. Got my granny happy. Got my coffee. Got my dishes done. Yep. Now I'll go and smoke a cigarette. Go out to the garage because it's fucking cold outside. I got one left. Then I gotta hit the road, Jack. And then go to 7-Elevens, FOMO. Tomorrow, gonna finish up this. Let's bring it a little closer so you can hear me better. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be finishing up my new business plan. There's still a lot of things that I need to add to it with the advertising or like with the content distribution department is how I'm generating income through like videos and YouTube. It's drastically changed this year. Also for my next year is really going to change for how those channels are being produced, along with how my affiliate programs are going to be produced. Basically, I'm working on creating an eight figure business by the end of next year. um, and taking that brand and creating my own products with it, having my own product line and many different things. Um, because I have been able to acquire a really good quality assurance company that I send a product to that I would like to put my brand on, and they they make sure it's something that I would actually want to sell, and I think that's pretty cool. They do all the testing for me and come back with it and say, hey, this would pass quality inspections in this country, not this country, so on and so forth. This would pass California statute, whatever it is. Um, those kind of things. It just helps me stay. It's more of a compliance company than anything, but they also can, um, while they're doing that, there's also additional testing that they can do for durability and usage and functionality. So I'm going to be having them take care of that. Um, and the products that pass that vetting, I'm actually going to be sending over to my R&D department to see if we can either improve the design or create a package system with it, because there's a lot of things out there that really should have packages. Like, you look at it like, why are people buying 8 different things? Why doesn't this come in a complete package? It just doesn't make sense. But I mean, I don't want to start going down that rant, because there's actually a lot of really good ideas, and this is YouTube. Wouldn't be that hard to put together some cheap versions of what I'm talking about. um, let's see. Yeah, that's the big plan for 2022 is having household items brand. That's going to be cool. But first, I want to at least have an 8-figure brand of my goal is 35 million by the end of next year. The the goal after that is going to be, for 2023, is going to be 50 million, and then 80 million, and then 100 million. And hopefully it'll actually go much quicker than that, but we'll see. With the development of the sites and everything, I think we're going to hit that number within the next 2 years, but trying to be more realistic and not overwhelm my resources, because you can't do that. You get sick, or other people get sick, or everybody quits. You have a mutiny. A group of people decide to take your algorithms and softwares for themselves. Then you're left with nothing. I mean, that was another problem I had back in 2012, 2013, 2014, is I didn't have much money. So I was trying to be protective of my ideas, and I didn't reveal the full scope of my projects and how everything works together to anybody. It was always in my head. But the basic concepts when I was talking to people and trying to get developers, I had to reveal some things, and they just took it and ran with it, basically. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, right? All right. What else to talk about? Not doing any product endorsement or anything in this one. Just me talking about me. Just like I said last time, it's going to be more of a personal dialogue. If there is endorsement or something, I always make sure to put it in there so you guys know, hey, this is going to have something in it. But I guess that's going to be it for tonight. Merry Christmas, everybody. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.